Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us for a special edition of Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. I'm Angela Green, the Public Information Officer for the Sheriff's Office. Joining me today, Shonda Knight.
Sheriff Walt McNeil.
Not Sheriff Walt McNeil. But we did convince him to let us take over the show today because we have a special segment. I know one of the things Sheriff always talks about is idle minds over the summer. We're both parents.
Yes.
We get this. And I remember the conversation we had about, Angela, what am I going to do with my kids for the summer?
Absolutely. You know, I've got an 8-year-old and a 14-year-old now, and those are all the things we parents are thinking about leading up to summer, right? What are we going to do with our kids? Because what we don't want is for them to sit around with nothing to do, because we know what happens when there's nothing to do. Sometimes bad influences can get in the way. And so this show is really geared on a couple of men in our community who are really using their brain power and their giving back to the community to find creative ways to engage youth in our community. And so they're going to talk about their organizations today and what they're doing.
And when we talk about, you know, those influences, it's not just the people. Right now, I guarantee you there's a kid at home with a tablet or their phone in their hands, and those influences can come from the form of strangers on social media.
We really just a couple of weeks ago, of course, really delved into this topic, and there's so much on social media right now, and it's all in their fingertips. You know, when we were kids, you know, there were 3 or 4 channels on TV.
Yes.
And you
I'm
had
not
to
that
choose
old,
from them.
first of all.
Are you not that old? Okay, I might be that old. But there's so much out there
Absolutely.
now, and it's hard for parents to really keep tabs. And so the more you create environments and things that kids can do, the less chances that they're going to navigate into somewhere they shouldn't be, or someone try to take advantage of them. So we really want to highlight those organizations in our community who are all in and really doing things to help mentor youth in our community and encouraging others to get involved in that process.
And that is a big deal of what we do. And just, you know, we talk about how can you help? We need organizations like this out there helping us.
We do, and we're going to hear from 2 groups today, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and also Tallahassee Nights Live has their own foundation now helping with youth. And so we're going to hear more about what those programs entail, and they're going to talk about how it really makes a difference for these kids to see people who look like them in successful roles in our community.
You know what else I like? There are 2 totally different organizations. So I like that. I guarantee you it's something for everybody.
A little something for everyone, indeed. So it's a great show. We're going to really dig into this today and talk about these organizations. So Angela, thank you for hanging out with us today, and we're going to check back in with you a little bit later in the show.
All right.
All right, thanks a lot. So be sure to stick around. Coming up, finding creative ways to engage youth in our community. We'll introduce you to 2 local men on a mission to do just that. Stay tuned.
Good morning, I am Deputy Schuyler with the Leon County Sheriff's Office Tactical Dive Team here with your Safety Tip Tuesday.
Always remember, distractions make for tragedies. Parents are cautioned all the time about water safety, but drownings still occur. Always be aware and be in the present moment with your children. Here are some tips that could mean the difference between life and death. Never leave your child alone. If you have to leave, take your child with you. Find age-appropriate swim lessons for your child, but keep in mind that lessons do not make your child drown-proof. Lifeguards are not babysitters. Always keep your eyes on your child. Do not let children play around drains and suction fittings. And, if a child is missing, always check the water first. Every pool, every lake, and every warm summer day holds the possibility of new fun summer experiences. All you need to add is your undivided attention.
And that's your Safety Tip Tuesday. Have a great day.
Start your new career as a corrections officer at one of the state's most innovative agencies, the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
You get a lot of support, a lot of opportunities to train, to move up.
Work with state-of-the-art technology.
Every day is something different.
Starting pay is $46,000 a year with amazing benefits.
You're not working as much overtime here. You're not as stressed out.
A better work-life balance with more time off.
It's very rewarding.
Join the family. Apply today at leoncountyso.com.
Welcome back. Joining us today is Kes McCorvey, Director of Fellowship of Christian Athletes, North Florida. Kes, many people know you in our community as a standout football player for Florida State University and then going on to the NFL. But tell us how you got involved with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Well, actually, a friend of mine got me involved. And then before that, my coach Bobby Bowden, actually brought FCA to town, and then we always had it and was involved with it when we were in school. Coach Dave Van Hallinger, who was a great man, and he passed away recently too as well, and they're doing a celebration of life for him. But he was the person that was leading the FCA, and so we always had it around in the program. And then I got individually involved maybe about 6 years ago, a friend of mine called me and said, got me involved with FCA, and then I actually came on full staff and full-time ministry with FCA, and so I've been on staff for 6 years involved with FCA.
And this really is a ministry for you. So let's talk about what FCA is, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. What is the mission, and how are you all going about making change in our community?
You know what, our mission here is to impact our schools, impact our students, but we use the open door of athletics. Athletics is a great platform, and we use the open door of athletics to be able to present the gospel, to present the gospel to coaches, to athletes, to all students. But athletics is a great tool to be able to do that. If you look at the platform of athletics right here, so many things happen in that, right? Mm-hmm. And so many life lessons are learned to the sports context, right, too, as well. But also the coach context is the biggest one, right? When a coach comes on campus, guess what? He gets all the opportunity to be able to influence. Why? Because he is coach. Mm-hmm. When coach says something to do something, man, you do it, right? My son played for another coach, right? And I was not coaching in college, right? And my son, and I would say, hey, don't do it that way. He said, but my coach said do it this way. I'm like, man, you can't.
Does coach outrank dad? Really?
Coach outranks dad.
Oh, wow, I
coach
like
outranks
it.
dad. Hey son, do you know that I play professional football? But that doesn't matter. Coach said do it this way, and so guess what? Coach has influence, and so as a coach, you have influence, and so we want to be able to teach our coaches, okay, how to use their influence, okay? Mm-hmm. I had a great coach, Coach Bobby Bowden, and he used his influence tremendously, as evidenced by the guys that he produced coming out of his program. And so we want to do the same thing to use that context to be able to influence people for Christ, right? For Christ.
So yeah, Coach Bowden would be very proud of you these days. So, talk a little bit about what that experience is like dealing with youth in our community. What type of impact are you seeing FCA make?
I'll tell you, we just had a program on our campus, and we have many programs, right? We have programs in the high schools, we have programs in the colleges, we have programs in the middle schools, but we also have a youth program too, a youth sports program. Mm-hmm. And so we partnered with the sheriff department, and we had a program just recently, right? And where we got a chance to have youth sports on the campuses of the schools, right? And so we get in there, and I get a chance to, explain to the kids, okay, what we're doing. They want to be part of it. They want to play sports. They want their uniforms. They want all that stuff. And so we get out there, and I say, hey, you know what? My name is Coach Kez, or just Coach, okay? The next day I get on campus, right? I go in there, all I hear is, hey, Coach, hey, Coach, hey, Coach, look at me, Coach. Oh, Coach, I'm doing good, Coach. And what I saw from that is this right here. I saw someone open for me to be able to influence them. Mm-hmm. That's what a coach does, right? And so that's what we do too as well. We provide the platforms for those interactions to happen. We provide the platforms for the people that need to influence our young people to do it right. And so we got great people that have done a lot of great things in this community. How do we have them interact, right? And so that's what FCA does. We have huddles on campuses. We have, on our college campuses, we have huddles on our high school campuses. We have huddles on our middle school campuses. We have FCA sports. We have all kind of different events where we get a chance to have that overlap of relationship. And so that's what FCA does.
Oh, that's so amazing. So many different levels to this. And so let's talk about some of those activities. We started off the show talking about this is the summer season where we got to keep our kids still active, involved. What do you all have coming up for this summer?
Yeah, summertime is camp season for us, okay? So what happens is we have a couple different camps, right? We have a basketball camp. Coach Josh King is operating our basketball camp, and we're going to have a bunch of kids out there learning the skills of basketball, but also learning the character, the context that we want to be able to teach within the context of our ministry, right? And so we got a basketball camp, we got a football camp. That football camp's a team camp, so a lot of the different teams in this area right here will have an opportunity to participate in that camp too as well, which we'll get a chance to present the gospel. And then we also have a leadership camp too. Leadership camp is very important to me because what happens is, the ministry doesn't come through me. I don't go on the campus and minister on the campus. Our students do. Mm-hmm. And so we got to teach them how to be leaders. We got to teach them, how to operate the club that we're giving to them, okay? And so we take them to a leadership camp, and we teach them how to be leaders. We teach them how, the biblical context. We teach them, how to run a club on the campus right here, how to recruit their friends right here, all the different things that you would want in a club. We teach them how to do that, and then we give them the reins and let them run, okay? And so those are some of the camps that we have this summer, and I think the kids will love the camp. For our leadership camp is in Old Town, Florida at Camp Anderson. You're gonna love that. It's on the river. It's on the Swanee River. Wow. They have a great time. They do archery. They do all the different paintball. They do all the different fun activities. But then we also get a chance to teach leadership as well too. So those are some of the different activities that we'll get a chance to have this summer. And if they want to participate, just go to our website. northfloridafca.org.
That's wonderful. NorthFloridaFCA.org is a website to find out more about the programs. And so this is open to all youth in our community?
It's open to all youth in our community, right? So it's age appropriate too as well. Our leadership camp is middle school, high school, and then our basketball camp will be a younger age group. So we'll be able to go all the way down to kindergarten age kids that participate in those camps. We just want the interaction.
So wonderful. Thank you so much, Kez, for joining us today. Log on to that website, learn more about the program and how you can get involved as well. Thank you. And still ahead, do you know a child with musical talents that needs to be cultivated? Up next, a new performing arts center looking to make a big impact. Stay tuned. We're back with Darius Baker, founder of Tallahassee Nights Live Performing Arts Foundation. And Darius, we know you from our community for really helping to cultivate talented musicians and helping them to develop. But now you have a new mission. Tell us what this is all about.
Wow. Well, the TNL Performing Arts Center it's here, it's in effect, and a lot of folks have been just showing really good love for it. Our kids are excited about it. We've done our first week and already have had tremendous success and a lot of success stories. Performing arts, I mean, we know the history of that and the statistics, you know, and how it helps our kids in the community. So we have a lot of kids that are writing their own songs. We have a full studio in our building as well, vocal coaching. Our songwriting coach, she's won 2 Grammys, Kendra Foster.
Yes.
It's a way that we can kind of give back to the community and the things that we've gained and to give it to our kids. So we're excited.
And you know what I really love about this too is that you are bringing in top talent that's working in the industry, and really they can not only help to really hone in those skills, but also give realistic expectations to you got to work hard and then and have some good luck on your side as well.
Oh yeah. Grace Elson, she's another one of our coaches. She's contracted singer with Carnival. And she actually started with Tallahassee Nights Live, and she's giving vocal coaching to our kids, just show them the proper way, proper technique, sing from the diaphragm, things of that nature, because we're going to have a showcase at the end of the summer that everybody's invited to. And so the kids are excited about that. We also do art. Radiant Jones, she's our art instructor, so they do art every day. We have a dance instructor, Coach Tiffany, and she's doing dance on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it's just amazing to see the kids in their element and just learning about the performing arts and those that already are talented in that area, because you have a lot of folks that don't know, you know, Tupac and Jada Pinkett, Sarah Jessica Parker, all of these amazing actresses, Lady Gaga, they all went to performing arts schools. They all started there. So it's just a way to kind of give it and make it accessible for kids that normally wouldn't have an opportunity to be a part of something like this.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that showcase if it's anything like the Tallahassee Nights Live performances. So, but why did you think that this was something that was a need for our community?
Well, we've done it for Tallahassee Nights Live is 16, 17 years. Wow. We've been doing it, you know of that. Yeah. And, you know, we've traveled, we do TNL in other cities, and we don't change the name when we go to other cities. We're broadcasting our own city. So Delray Beach, we'll be there next month, and we're Tallahassee Nights Live there. Yeah. So we've been doing this for so long, and the students and the kids that have come through and been on the stage, we've seen them blossom, and the parents have just seen, hey, they want more of this, they want more of this. So that's why we kind of went towards the performing arts school, where we can actually put attention to our kids and get them involved, and the response has just been tremendous.
Now, you talked about some of those programs that you offer and all of the array of activities that are involved. How do parents get their children involved in this?
Well, they can go to tnlperformingarts.org, find out more information, and also, you know, make a tax-deductible donation if you choose to. Right now, we are at capacity, and that just really warmed my heart. When we put it out that we were doing this within 2 weeks, you know, it warmed my heart, but then it kind of made me sad too, to show that it was a need, you know, for this. So we're trusting God that He's going to make ways that we, after the summer, that we go into an after-school program and possibly be, broadened, where we can kind of go to different counties just to see these kids. In just 1 week, I've already had parents to say, my son Julian, he's never been like this before. He's breaking out of his shell. Today, I've had a parent that I didn't know. I had no idea that she actually catches the bus to bring her child every single day. But she want her child to be in different things, acting and dance, because she has so much charisma. So it just shows the parents want it, you know, we want to be able to provide it and to have the people that have the heart and the passion for what we do, giving it back to these kids.
And it's so great that you're able to offer this, because there's so many parents out there who are struggling financially and can't afford to pay for a performing arts school. But this is really giving those kids an opportunity to develop their talents.
Yeah, through a partnership with CSC, and we love them. It's at no cost to the parents this summer. We give free lunch, free breakfast. They have snack at 10 o'clock, and they have all of their classes throughout. And you know, the studio is an added incentive. I keep the door open with the lights on for them to see, so once they write their songs, which we have about 3 that's already just about complete, they'll get to record their songs, and we're going to put it out nationally for them, and also show them how to get their songs copywritten, and just go through the process, you know, so they're very happy about it.
Well, that is amazing. I got a feeling you're going to have people knocking down your door trying to be a part of this program. So let's tell everybody again how they can contribute, because you cannot sustain this without support from the community.
Definitely. TNLperformingarts.org, and you can make a donation there. You can find me in the community. I'm just about everywhere.
Yes, you
A
are.
lot of folks know. And, you know, and we're not doing this for the money. Not doing this at all. I've had several opportunities to do different nonprofits, but this is what God has blessed me with, performing arts. I know music.
Yes,
I am a producer, you know, so, and I know that the kids love it too. So it's just a way that we can make a significant change in our community through the performing arts.
Well, we wish you nothing but the best, and we'll be listening out for all of that great content. Thank you. Well, our Deputy on Duty segment is coming up after the break. Stay tuned.
Download the Leon County Sheriff's Office mobile app right now. Our mobile app makes it easier than ever to report a crime and get important safety alerts. You can also see who's been booked at the Leon County Detention Facility and follow reported crimes in your neighborhood, all in one convenient location in the palm of your hands. Download LCSO Connect right now. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play by searching LCSO Connect.
Join the Leon County Sheriff's Office for these upcoming community events. Thursday, June 22nd, we're holding a farm share food distribution at our office located at 2825 Municipal Way. This event is free and starts at 8 a.m. and will continue until the food runs out. Then on Saturday, June 24th, breakfast with the sheriff starts at 10 a.m. at Restoration Place located at 3881 North Monroe Street. Join us for free breakfast as you hear from Sheriff Walt McNeil about crime stats in the area, new initiatives, and how you can get involved. Leon County Commissioner Rick Miner will be our special guest. To learn more about these LCSO events and others, visit our website at leoncountyso.com.
On this week's Deputy on Duty, we explore the inner workings of how the Leon County Detention Facility manages inmate transports through the eyes of a longtime employee with a lot of insight.
The vast majority of my career, almost 16 years, was in uniform patrol. You're doing everything from, going to school to talk to some kids, or helping a couple through, a custodial dispute, or working a death investigation.
Deputy Daniel Smallridge is now approaching his 17th year with LCSO, and after years of working on the road, he wanted to explore something new without leaving the agency.
Just wanted to change, and I talked to some guys up here in Judicial. They really enjoyed it, so I came up here in July of last year, and then transitioned down here into the transport unit in about September. And I've been in transport since then. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. It's a good group of guys that I work with.
That support is crucial because the transport unit is a small, close-knit group with a major role in the judicial and criminal justice system.
Generally, we are responsible for transporting inmates from the Leon County Detention Facility to the Leon County Courthouse for hearings.
And while it sounds simple, inmate transport can sometimes get really complicated. The process requires a lot of coordination with confidential protocols to ensure the safety of everyone involved between all of the impacted locations.
Making sure that they're secure, they're safe, they're here on time, we're bringing the right people, and then when it's our time to take a trip, it's our responsibility to put that trip together, find out where we need to go, when the drop needs to be made, when we need to get there, we're getting the right people, and so just putting it all together.
The days normally start bright and early for the transport unit and sometimes last late into the night.
There are some long 14, 15, 16-hour days on the road.
And that means sometimes traveling the entire state of Florida and many times all across the country.
We've also taken care of all of the extradition, so we go anywhere in the country as long as it's green lighted for us to go get an individual. we'll do that trip, and it's generally a flight. We've been everywhere from New York to Seattle.
And that change of pace from working in uniform patrol to now is just the spark Small Ridge needed to pique his interest in something new. He wanted to make sure he had a long-lasting career with the Leon County Sheriff's Office.
Working on the road, I wasn't a part of a lot of trials, and so now being up here, it kind of opens your eyes to some of the inner workings of, you know, how the prosecution works versus the defense, and angles they play, rules of litigation, things that can be talked about, things that can't be talked about. Someone says something and all of a sudden an attorney's jumping up declaring a mistrial, and it's just fascinating. It's like chess, you know, and but I love it.
Small Ridge's perspective is just one of the many opportunities available at the Leon County Sheriff's Office. You can learn more about the different positions and how to apply right now on our website, leoncountyso.com. I'm Angela Green for Leon County Today. You know, Shonda, listening even from the deputy on duty to the two guests we had today, to me it's all about opportunity. And I shared with you in the break, you know, I got rejected from our performing arts school in my hometown. It was a broadcasting program that they have. You and I are both former news anchors. Yes. So I remember being at home. I was, you know, brand new back on the news desk in my hometown. The person over the Performing Arts Center called me and said, "Oh my God, you are a product of our school system. Why weren't you in this program?" You know, I said, "Because y'all rejected me."
Wow.
And, you know, so many opportunities and so many criteria that these types of programs require. Absolutely. And then you hear programs like this that are opportunities for children. I mean, what parent wouldn't take advantage of that?
And not just opportunities, but top-notch opportunities. You know, hearing from the two gentlemen today who are very well versed in their careers, and then for them to go out and now mentor other youth in our community and give them those opportunities. It really is a priceless situation, and this is what All In is about for us in our community. We've got relationships with both of these organizations, and we want to continue to cultivate that and encourage other members of the community to do the same.
And I think too, looking at our background, looking at their background, we always talk about opportunities. My dreams would have been crushed if it was not people investing in me and giving me those opportunities. So even if you're at home right now and you think you don't have a skill set that you can contribute and mentor a young person, definitely don't think like that. Somebody is always going to be able to absorb that expertise that you have and flourish from it.
Yes, those volunteers are needed to keep all of these programs, the dollars, the volunteers. So whatever way you can make an impact, if it's time, your talents, be a part of the change that we want to see.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you. And, you know, thank you for tuning in to this special edition of Leon County Today with Sheriff Walt McNeil. But you got Angela and Shonda here. So Shonda will probably see you next week. We'll see you then. Thanks.